What a pass!
Dunk on them.
Oh my gosh, looks like Benzema in the Champions League. Those headers.
And then back it up, and then chill.
He's literally on constant press. So
Yeah,
broken,
scared.
isn't any?
I don't have much stamina. Oh, all the way. Cancel it.
Oh.
Just kidding. What happened, buddy?
Yo, look, he actually had to defend.
Stop playing different.
Yeah, he actually had to
different.
defend.
Go.
Shot canceled. Shot canceled both of them.
They've won their individual battles and they've created numerous chances.
Cruyff turned. What the? Oh my gosh. Come on, Rare.
No way.
Spike.
No way.
This looks interesting.
Oh, I thought it worked.
Take that. What the? I couldn't turn.
Oh, yikes. Oh, mix. No way.
Oh man.
We're gonna just do it.
Put him on the highlight reel right there. Croquetted on computer also. I didn't think I was gonna get the shot off. Ooh. What's going on, everyone? This is Lesky, and I'm back to another pro player build for FIFA 22 Pro Clubs. And continue this series, we're going to be taking a look at this Karim Benzema striker build that I've made, and I've had a lot of success with in Division 1, and we even won the Division 1 title while I was using this build, banged in a ton of goals, exactly like he's been doing in real life for Real Madrid in La Liga and in the Champions League. I believe he just came off scoring the winning goal against Chelsea in the second leg to send them through to the semifinals. And he also scored a hat-trick, I believe, the game before that against Chelsea, and a hat-trick also against PSG in the second leg the round before. But taking a look at the height and weight for this build, he's listed as 6'1" on FIFA. I decided to go 6 foot. Mainly, I say this in a lot of my videos, but there's really no reason of going 6'1". You can if you want, but you could also just go 6'2", be an inch taller, and have the same exact attributes. Like, the attributes don't change at all, as you can see on the left side right here when I'm switching them back and forth. So I opted to go an inch shorter and go 6 foot. So that's basically why I did that. It also makes us a little bit quicker and the agility a little bit better also. And then for the weight, I went 174. I looked up his weight, and he's around 180, I believe. 179, 180 pounds is what I saw. So you could do that, but you lose a bit more agility and pace also doing that. And I just feel like 174 fits him nicely, and it also still fits his body type that he has in game this year on FIFA. He has an average body type is what it says, and 174 fits that perfectly. I bet 180 does too. There's really not much difference in like the width of the body type. But 174 will still fit that average body type mold. So that's the main reason why I went 6 foot, 174 for this Benzema build. And he is right-footed in real life, so that's why we are right-footed for this build. So now let's hop on over to the perk page for this build. The same as the majority of my strikers on this channel, we have one-time shot, physical strength, and active first touch. One-time shot is good for any striker build, especially a bigger striker build like this one. It'll increase our finishing ability during one-time shots and headers, which is quite nice because it also grants us the power header trait. He doesn't have the power header in FIFA, like in game, but the power header is just so clutch. One of the most underrated traits in the game. I like to have it on all my builds, especially like, well, mostly striker builds, I mean, and especially if they're a bigger build. So once I get my head on it, I know that there's a good chance it'll go in. Even if the header is kind of like right by the goalie, right next to them, a lot of times they just can't react in time to save it because of the extra power, because of the power header trait. And then it'll also increase our weak foot on one-time shot. So if you have like a one-time shot with your weak foot or a volley, whatever it is, it'll upgrade to a 5-star weak foot. Since we have a 4-star weak foot on this build, he has 4-star weak foot, 4-star skills on FIFA this year. And then it'll grant you the finesse, flare, and outside foot shot, which is nice because on FIFA he has the finesse shot and the outside the foot shot. But keep in mind, you can only trigger those if they're one-time shots. You're not always going to have the finesse shot and outside foot shot. So the second perk is physical strength. This is my favorite perk in the game. I like to have it on the majority of my striker builds, especially this Benzema build, We don't have the bull archetype on the skill tree, so we have like 76 strength. And on all of his cards on Ultimate Team this year, he has like mid 80s, low 80s. I think his gold card has 82 strength. And then we'll also be looking at his flashback card, mostly when I made this build. It's 86 rated striker flashback card that came out at the beginning of the year in Ultimate Team. I'm sure if y'all play Ultimate Team, y'all used it or have played against it and know that it's actually a very good card. But it's a good card to look at when making this build on pro clubs, because this build is actually 86 rated also. So the physical strength will increase our strength, ball control, and jumping when jostling, shielding, or heading the ball, which is nice. And then the third perk, active first touch. This is good for pretty much any striker build. I definitely like using it on bigger builds that aren't as fast as like those small builds that almost have like max pace. Because it increases our acceleration and sprint speed when running onto a through ball. So if like a midfielder hits a through ball to you over the top, this will kick in, and then you'll have more acceleration and sprint speed, which is nice for this Benzema build. It'll also increase our ball control and even grant the flare trait, so you can do like fancy one-time passes or flick-ons and all that kind of stuff. And that's it for the 3 perks that I use for this build. I really wouldn't suggest any other ones. Like if you want to take off this one-time shot, you could. We have the finisher archetype on, so like maybe the increase in finishing on one-time shots like won't be crazy helpful, but the power header trait is nice. The increase in the weak foot, both of the other traits it gives you. So I really wouldn't replace that either, but if you wanted to, I would replace that or active first touch. Definitely keep physical strength, and maybe like go tireless runner if you want to run a lot and have problems with stamina. We don't have much stamina on this build at all, but I really didn't run into problems when it came to stamina, because when I play striker, I kind of just chill up top and wait for the ball to get to me. I don't play too much defense and run back a whole lot. And then like if you want, like his passing is extremely underrated, similar to what I said in the Suarez video. If you want to increase the passing, since we don't have anything on the passing page, it's not worth putting skill points on the passing page for a striker build. You could possibly put like precision pass or threaded pass to increase the passing ability a bit, instead of like maybe one-time shot or active first touch. But I would definitely recommend these perks. They're very nice for a striker build. So now let's take a look at the skill tree for this Benzema build. Starting with the physical page, as I mentioned, we didn't get the bull archetype. We only went for these strength upgrades right here. So these 3 things will give us +3 stamina and +6 strength combined. And then at the top right, this will give us some stamina and then reactions increase. I believe on his 91 or 89 rated gold card, he has 91 reactions. And then on that flashback 86 rated card, he has 88 reactions. So we tried bumping it up a bit, and we have 86. This build that I have right now has 5-star skills. I'm a huge fan of 5-star skills, and I like using it on all my builds. I just play better when I have 5-star skills. But Benzema has 4-star skills this year on FIFA. So I'll show you guys an alternative for the people that only want the 4-star. And then we could possibly get this reactions right here to get us to 91 reactions, to exactly what he has on his gold card, which could be very clutch for a striker build. And yeah, that's it for the physical page. We weren't able to get like any more jumping upgrades. Maybe if we got the 4-star skills, we can possibly upgrade the jumping to 80, which is quite nice. And then on top of that, remember, we have the physical strength perk. So our strength will actually be even more than what it's actually saying here. And same for jumping. On to the dribbling page. Surprisingly to me, the dribbling felt really good using this build. Like it doesn't look that crazy, like looking at the attributes right here. Only 87 agility, have a decent balance of 81, only 84 ball control. But also remember that the active first touch and the physical strength increase our ball control. So that's like the main reason I don't like upgrade the ball control a lot on my builds, is because for the most part, I'll have physical strength or the active first touch on my builds. So there's no need to really waste extra skill points and upgrade it, because dribbling is way more important in my opinion than ball control. So I went for the 5-star skills as I mentioned, and this is the setup I went for. You're basically going to get all this stuff right here on the right side, except for this extra, the second section of this balance right here. And we're not going to get this bottom left one. And then all you're going to do on this left side is just get this balance, dribbling, and skill moves right here. And that'll be it for the dribbling page. And like I said, The dribbling was actually very nice for this Benzema build. Might have just been the overpowered 5-star skills, because they make your guy feel like they have like 90 plus agility, when some of the skill moves, like with the Elasco and a lot of the other skills, they're just crazy good, which is why I'm such a huge fan of skilling in this game. That's what makes the game a lot more fun for me when I'm skilling with 5-star skills. But for the people that don't want the 5-star skills, you don't use them, then don't waste your skill points on the 5-star. Go for 4-star, and it'll be more accurate to what a Benzema build is. 4-star, 4-star. Back to this physical page right here. Just take off one of these skills. It doesn't really matter which one you take off. And go to this physical page. And I would actually get this reactions. +5 reactions for 3 skill points. Get us up to 91 reactions, which is quite nice. And then we'll have 2 more skill points to work with. I don't know exactly what you would do. I don't know what you would take off. I was trying to figure out how we could possibly get this extra jumping right here to get +3 jumping to get it to 80 strength, but I don't know if it's possible. Yeah, I don't think it's possible since we have the finisher archetype. I guess the only thing you would have to do is like take off this sprint speed. I know I'm skipping ahead on the skill tree just to show you guys like the alternative for the 4-star skills, but you would have to take off some sprint speed and go like 87 sprint speed, get the extra jumping if you'd want. You don't have to do that, and then you could just get the ball control right here, +2 ball control for 1 skill point. So that's something you could do if you want the 4-star skills, or if you don't care for the extra jumping and want the reactions still, what you could do, I guess, is put the pace back. Having the extra sprint speed is nice, and then you have 2 skill points to work with. I guess you would just go ball control here, and then just passing, upgrade the short passing to 79. That's really all you can do. So those are the 2 alternatives if you want 4-star skills. But I'm gonna put it back to the 5-star skills. And the one downside of having 5-star skills is you don't get that 91 reactions, which would be really cool to use. But this is what I have on the dribbling page. Let's take a look at the passing, even though y'all have already seen all these pages since I skipped ahead. Like I said, we don't have anything on the passing page. So if you want to increase the passing even more, you could put one of those perks on instead of the one-time shot or active first touch if you'd want. I wouldn't recommend it since you're not going to be making crazy passes as a striker build. You're going to leave that up to more of your playmakers. But we just have the base passing stats for this striker build, so nothing really to talk about here. On to shooting, where we went for the finisher archetype. Benzema's been making a hella goals all season, so I decided, might as well. I usually don't put the finisher archetypes on my builds. Let's put the finisher archetype on this one. Boost his finishing a ton, and you can rely on finishing most of your chances with this build. I guess if you wanted to, you could since we already have the finisher archetype on, you could take this off right here and lower it a little bit, lower the volleys also. But this is just such good value. +3 finishing, +3 volleys for 3 skill points. Instead of doing that, you could maybe get the extra shot power and get 88 shot power. That'd be pretty cool. So that's, I guess, one thing you could change on this shooting page. Get the extra shot power instead of this finishing and volleys. But I just went for this whole right side except for this penalties and volleys right here. And then on the top left, this is just more shot power, increasing our shot power to 85. And then comparing these shooting stats to the flashback card that he has on Ultimate Team, he has 88 finishing, 84 shot power. So we're pretty close on shot power, 80 long shots, 85 volleys. We're pretty much better on all that compared to that card on all those stats. But looking at his gold card, he has 90 finishing, 85 shot power, 79 long shots, 86 volleys, 84 penalties. But based on next year, they'll probably, he's 89 rated. Based on how good of a season he's having right now, he'll probably get upgraded to a 90 or 91 rated card, and those shooting stats will go up even more. So I feel like it's warranted that we upgrade the finishing quite a bit right now for this Benzema build. But yeah, just look at those shooting stats. You can rely on finishing most of your chances. Over to the pace page, which is the last page. we decided to go for almost a full pace, but the reason we didn't is because Benzema's cards aren't very fast in the first place, but that's not really the main reason. Like, all of his cards have like +2 acceleration compared to sprint speed. He has a little bit more acceleration than sprint speed. Like, looking at that flashback card, which is his fastest card, his 86 rated flashback card has 89 pace. He has 90 acceleration, 88 sprint speed. So this is basically like the closest we could get to with this 6 foot, 174 pound body type. And we have 91 acceleration, 89 sprint speed. And remember, we have the active first touch, so when you're running onto through balls and behind, it'll actually increase our acceleration and sprint speed even more. And yeah, that's it for this Benzema build, a very well-rounded build and one of my favorite striker builds to use. It's up there with that Lewandowski build and that Suarez build. I'm just a huge fan of that Suarez build because of how strong it is, and I really like strong builds. But this build at the same time is strong. 76 strength with the physical strength archetype really isn't too, or physical strength perk really isn't too bad at all. Let me know in the comments if you do give this build a try, how you liked it. I'd love to hear that. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please hit that like button on this video for me. And we hit 3K subscribers a few days ago. And thank you guys so much for the support. I really appreciate it, and I want to continue growing this channel and pushing out more build videos. And even when FIFA 23 comes out, or whatever it's going to be called, I don't know if it's going to be called FIFA 23. I want to keep creating more content for you guys and keep growing the channel. So stay tuned and keep supporting the channel. I appreciate it a lot. And please hit that subscribe button on my channel if y'all aren't already subscribed. Y'all have a great rest of y'all's day, and peace out.